Do you ever have those days where you load up Football Manager and everything goes wrong? You just can't get a win. You feel unlucky. That's how I feel. Since you were last here, well, it's not gone great. We've won 1 of our last 5 games. It's not great. The only win was in the Cup as well. League form-wise, we are in the bin. We're in 7th today. Chelsea and also a Leeds United team who we took on at the start of the season. I just want 3 points today. That's all I want. A win. Let's see if we can make it happen. Yes, folks, how is it going? And welcome back to Part to Prem. The transfer window is open. We have been busy on and off the pitch. On the pitch, it's not really been the good kind of busy. Let's talk about the form since you were last here. Last episode, a triple header. 3 really difficult games. Manchester United, Arsenal, and also West Ham sandwiched in between. And we came away with 9 points. It was amazing. I was feeling great. There was even talk, I think, of winning the league. I think we were 4 or 5 points off it when we left things. Since then, it's all gone wrong. Let's embrace the 1 win that we've had in the league since you were last here. It came against Fulham. It was a good little performance. Mariba even got on the score sheet. The man who, I'll be honest, really hasn't been that good for us. He got a goal. So if that's not a sign that it was a good performance, nothing will be. Unfortunately, savour this, drink it in. It's not lasted. Now, to be fair, this run of games is a difficult run of games, but at the same time, I expected us to get something from them. I suppose the first game was a taster of things to come. Against Man City, we lost 1-0, and it was a game where there were 3 shots on target inside the entire game. We didn't have a player get above a 7.0 rating. They had a handful. There was no real quality here, and there was no real quality in the games that followed. As you can see here, a 2-1 defeat against Chelsea. They scored 2 goals in the first half. A late comeback. Looked like it could be on the cards when we scored a penalty, but it didn't happen. Of course, Chelsea, we take on today, so maybe a shot at some revenge. We then took on Tottenham and drew 1-1. Angelo Jr. scored in this game, so let's look at that as a positive, but ultimately, Tottenham aren't anything special here. They're 12th in the league right now. That's a game that we need to win if we want to get Europa League football. We didn't win it, and while we're 3 games without a win, wasn't really looking forward to playing against Everton. But at home, I thought we'd have a good chance. We did have a good chance. We were in the lead for the first, 50 minutes of the game after we scored a goal. Unfortunately for us, they scored 2 late on, including a 91st minute goal. I feel like we got massively unlucky here. It's not even like the game swung massively towards the end. We had chances, they had chances. Theirs ended up in the back of the net. After that game, we beat Burton in the FA Cup. We were meant to get to the FA Cup final. That feels unlikely, but at least we knocked out Burton. You know what? That was maybe a confidence-boosting win. I hoped it would be. It wasn't. This game really sums up absolutely everything. We dominated the game. We took the lead in the game. We conceded in the 77th minute. It was 1-1 going into the last 5 minutes. We got a penalty. Should we have a look at the penalty? You want to see the penalty? I don't really want to re-see it, but I'll show you it. De Silva, big man on campus, captain. This is our chance to put our season back on track. He steps up, he hits it, keeper saves it, parries it away. What you've not seen here is we then scored again a minute later, and then it was ruled out for offside. It really just wasn't De Silva's day. And then to make things worse, in the 94th minute, this happens. Villa go up the other end, back post header, goal. They win 2-1. Yeah. This sums up the mood. This is why I'm in a mood. But let's try and look at some positives, because the transfer window is open, of course, folks, and we have done a little bit of transfer business. There's also some that might be going on. We'll talk about that in just a second, but let's talk about the players that have left us so far in January. A few players out on loan. Horvath out on loan to Sheffield United. A good chance for him to get some first-team football. Elsewhere, Franklin has also gone on loan to Blackburn, hoping that both these players are going to come back ready, maybe for some first-team football. Certainly developed. That's the minimum expectation. Elsewhere, Stephen Gold has gone to Stockport. I didn't want to get rid of him. He wanted to leave. A loan just kept him happy. I feel like I've ruined a friendship, really, by not playing him enough. He was upset about his game time. So we'll see how he does at Stockport. A return to the Championship. He's not yet played for them. I'll give you an update in a few months' time. And I suppose the one headline transfer we should talk about is Santiago leaving the building. I feel like this man was a little bit of a fan favourite. I know some of you guys rated him very, very highly. I went to click on his attributes here to show you his development, or rather his lack of development. Since we've come into the club, he hadn't really improved as a player, despite, of course, playing fairly regular minutes in the Championship last year and the year before. Of course, we signed him for just shy of £12 million. The good news is we've sold him for £37.5 million to Club Brugge. So shout out to them. Thank you for spending some money on Santiago. Ultimately, he's just kind of an okay footballer. And £37 million is in the bank, and I'm looking to reinvest it. And I think the man I'm going to go with is Andreas Charlier, or Charlier, let me know. Belgian international for Anderlecht. He's 22. He looks absolutely bonkers. He's not going to play right back. Spoilers. So right now, Charlier is kind of pending confirmation. I've not confirmed him yet, just because I'm umming and ahhing. It's a significant sum of money, 53 million. Undeniably, he's absolutely world class. He's 22. He looks amazing. More likely than not, I'm going to confirm this deal. I might even do it before the second game of today's episode when we take on Leeds. Now, speaking of upcoming games, of course, we've got the likes of Chelsea and Leeds away from home today. Neither of these gimmies, but certainly against Leeds United, I would expect us to win. Beyond that, Liverpool loom on the horizon. They are top. Arsenal are in fourth on the horizon too. Probably not going to come back for the Liverpool game. I don't feel like they're a team we're doing battle with right now, but that Arsenal game might end up being a kind of big one. It is crazily close in the table. We've already seen the expected points table. Arsenal are a good team in that respect. And I do feel like our recent run of form is a bit of a perfect storm of misfortune. We have also had the African Cup of Nations. So, for example, Mariba's been away with that. Fofana's been away with that. We have been missing a few first-team players. Tullio also missed a week of football with the flu. That was annoying. And also, McIntosh, of course, one of our starting centre-backs, has also been out for 4 weeks. So we have been without 3 of our back 4 members at some point over the last month, including all at the same time. But now that they're starting to get back to full fitness, we do need to try and build some momentum from somewhere. And I suppose that is the mission of today's episode, to try and get some momentum going. Now, do I expect to do that at Stamford Bridge? Not really. But this is a game that if we could win, I would feel like it's rather monumental. Of course, after this, we take on Leeds United away. It's not a freebie. They are in the relegation zone. I would expect us to beat them. And I also expect us to give Chelsea a battle here. In terms of team news, this is the team that we're going to go with. Fofana is away, so as a result, there's a bit of a gap in the centre-back position. Arian B, he's not wowed me. He's trying to force a move. He might be gone before the January transfer window is closed. So as a result, Omobamidele is going to come in, a man who proved himself at championship level. When we've tried him in the Premier League, he's done very well this year. So he deserves the nod. You might have noticed we've also got a gap on the bench. Of course, that's because Santiago's now left us. So where does that gap go? I'll tell you where that gap goes. It goes to Lozano, who, as of late, has been showing some really positive signs of development. I'm a big fan of Lozano. I feel like he could be the next Gurajaga. Speaking of which, of course, he was out last episode, and he has been back a little while. He's still coming back to full fitness. You can see here he featured in our most recent game against Villa. He wasn't available for the games before that. He had 10 assists in 14 before the injury, or 10 assists in 13, actually, before the injury. Slowly coming back to fitness. I do need our £72 million man to step it up today. So let's get straight into this game. As I mentioned, Omobamidele coming in at the back with McIntosh on the right. Angelo Junior comes in for Mariba, who's just come back from AFCON, is struggling fitness-wise anyway. And our final third trio is the full-strength trio. It's Gurajaga, it's Middleby, who has played okay as of late. Middleby, we should talk about something before we go any further. Middleby won Under-21 Footballer of the Year. I know. Exciting times, everyone. One of our players is one of the best under-21-year-olds in the world. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. And elsewhere, European Golden Boy, let me find the award. It went to Severin. So you know what? The future is looking bright here at Crystal Palace. Yes, the board expectation of European football might look a little dicey right now after a tricky run of games. But the future is bright. I'm just hoping that if this run of form doesn't get any better, the board do afford me some time to try and turn it around. Of course, we're taking on Chelsea today. They are playing a 4-2-3-1. They've got Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Gravenberch in the midfield, and then some other very, very good regens. As for our own team, you can see it here. Going to be interesting to see how Omobamidele does today. I feel like we're throwing him in at the deep end. Can he swim? Or should I have put some armbands on him so he could float? We're going to find out today. So Chelsea looking to move into the top 4 with this early kickoff on a Friday. As for ourselves, a win here could see us climb back into the European spots, which is certainly where we want to be. Early on in this game, if we just look at things, Chelsea dominating the ball, but not having that many chances. I say that. They have a free kick there. It's only just gone over. That's a little bit of a warning, perhaps. And now we're into a goal kick. Is this a kick clash? The blue on blue is a bit kick clashy. Do I go to 2D? Could 2D be the secret to turn around our form? You know what, folks? We're about to find out. I bloody love 2D. I used to play on 2D all the time on this YouTube channel back in the day before playing in 3D became the norm. And to be fair, 3D has got a lot better. Maybe, rather than change stuff tactically, changing the view will help. Gurajaga has scored 22 minutes in. We take the lead. The number 7, he's back from injury. His fitness is slowly getting there. And oh my friend Gurajaga, we have missed you. The ball given away in a really compromising area. Henia and Junior pushing up high as the two centre mids. And we get the ball. We spring it out wide. Gurajaga slots it away. And we have the lead. We've not had a lot of the ball. We've had a few shots. And we've got one in the back of the net. And we'll hope to get another in the back of the net here. As Reece James has a throw in on the far side. Inside. It's given away again. Ulrich this time reading the play well. And then... I mean, it was all really, really good until the finish. He's put it wide of the post. But look, let's not count him out just yet. We could have another chance here. Henia, back post. Gurajaga looked offside. It's because he was offside. And suddenly, another highlight. Oh, my word. The highlights, they didn't come for 20 minutes. We got a goal, and suddenly it's all kicking off. And now it's literally kicking off because McIntosh had just kicked Mason Mount in the back. And now they've got a penalty. I assume. We're going to VAR to check it. From what I could see in 2D, Stonewall, no doubt in my mind, it's been given. Chelsea down for 10 minutes, a chance to equalise here. We look at Ruiz. We've missed a few penalties this year. We need the opposition to miss one here. They're not going to. Mason Mount finds the bottom corner. Kind of unfortunate here. Ruiz just goes the wrong way. I mean, like, it's a penalty. You can't expect your goalkeeper to save it. I hoped in my heart he would. He did fail me. 40 at left back. Free kick deep in our own half, but we're going to work it round nicely. And Junior making a burst-in run through the middle. Middleby, the under-21 World Player of the Year. Not sure I'm going to refer to him as that every time. It's quite a wordy title. But he was stitching the play nicely. But we have now given away the ball, and it's the kind of veteran partnership of Mount and Havertz linking up well. Vasher has a chance. It's blocked away. And it goes out for a throw-in, but Chelsea creating stuff. We've not really created enough in this game. For a team that focus on possession, I've not really liked what I've seen here. Let's try and slow down the tempo just a little bit. Let's play wider if we need to. Let's try and get a little bit more than 35% of the ball. And getting at half-time at 1-1. We're going to manage that. I'm going to get shouty. I'm far from pleased. Nothing specific to say to any group. I just want them to all know I'm grumpy. I'm unhappy. That's a general mood, rather than a mood in response to the first half. Actually, a draw here against Stamford Bridge would feel like a win, in many ways, given our run of form, but we need to start getting 3 points on the board. We might not even be able to manage that, as Ruiz is called into action, makes a superb stop. But now a corner for Chelsea. And the kit clash derby, that's what I'm going to refer to this game as now. We're both in London, we have kits that clash. The kit clash derby, is that going to catch on? Probably not. Mason Mount is onside here, though. Gravenberch blocked away. Gurajaga, get it away, my son! Okay, we didn't see the clearance. We can assume he dealt with it, because now we've got a set piece. And Gurajaga's there. Malfelt saves it. It was a great save. Didn't matter. It was offside. But from the offside free kick, the action continues. It commences. Chelsea knocking the ball around the back. What I will say is, in 2D here, we can actually look at the kind of general shape that our team play and how it's kind of like a 4-1-4-1 in many ways when we don't have the ball. We drop deep in the wide areas, get a good defensive shape. Roman playmaker drops between the centre-backs at times to just link up the play nicely. I don't know, you can get a bit of an appreciation from up here of how it all looks, although they are on the attack. We need to do some more defending here. Reece James on the overlap, plays it inside. It's blocked away, not once but twice, but it falls to Kai Havertz, who hits the woodwork, and McIntosh. God bless McIntosh's dot. He clears it off the line. I'm not that happy with what I've seen. We made some changes to try and have more of the ball. I'll level with you. It's not worked. So rather than try and slow down the play, let's try and turn up the tempo. More direct, hit early crosses, pass it into space. And, well, speaking of attacking space, I think we should probably get some pacier players on the pitch. De Silva's on a booking. He has a dirty side to his game, so I don't really trust our captain. I'm going to take him off. Elsewhere, 40 has been poor. Tullio has struggled. I'm going to bring in Omar Richards for his experience, but Tullio is going to have to stay on and just be well behaved. Ulrich not having the greatest of games here, but we're going to just keep him on, I think. I am, however, going to change him to a deep line playmaker on defend. I want him just to sit a little bit more, hopefully kind of just really mark Havertz out of the game, who, to be fair, has been kind of quiet. Let's try and get the ball forward quickly. We've got Woodward. We saw his impact last game, or rather last episode, what he did against Arsenal. We need more of that from him as, well, the ball gets whipped in. And Kai Havertz, who I've just talked about shutting down, gets a free header, very nearly scores it. The good news is for us, it's gone over. Middleby is having a Western Supermare of a game. He's on a 6.4. Don't let the panel for the World Under-21 kind of Player of the Year voting see this, although I think that they made a mistake. And, well, that's the game then. That just kind of ended, didn't it? For all the highlights we had, that was a very abrupt ending. But you know what? 1-1, a game where we've had the worst XG and got a point. That hasn't happened much this year. I'll take it. Well done, lads. We avoided defeat. You've proved a point. A point, I think it could have been worse, right? I said I'd take 3 points from the 2 games today at the top of things. So if we get a win against Leeds, it's an above average performance as far as I'm concerned. And while speaking of that game against Leeds United, it's in 4 days' time. I'm going to rest up the players. We've now gone 6 games without winning. We're going to put that to a stop in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Okay, look, I should have done it sooner. I've done it now. Carlier is here. The Belgium international signed. I confirmed the deal straight after the Chelsea game. We need a win. And with the desire for a win comes a need for change. So, 4-2-3-1, everyone. It's back from last season. Maybe I should have used this all of this year. But we're bringing it back today. We're going to see how it does against a weaker opposition in Leeds United. A game where I feel like the team are there for the taking. And also, Charlier can come in, play centre attacking mid as an attacking midfielder on support. This man ticks all the boxes. To be fair, he is naturally a centre mid, so even if I decide the 4-2-3-1 isn't working and we go back to our old system, with his work rate, with his stamina, he's a man who's more than capable of being a little bit of an engine in the midfield. It's kind of weird because when you look at his polygon, to be honest, he probably would be a really, really good striker, but that's not his job, or at least it's not his job yet. You know, he's 22, we could change his role and make him a striker if we wanted to. But of course, with the changing system means that we are going to have to shuffle things slightly. So Henier is going to go into the kind of deeper midfielder position, and then Ulrich is going to come in and play as a central midfielder on defend. Now, I'm aware he's not got great marking, he's not got great aggression, but absolutely everything else I feel like for this role is kind of good enough. Look, we don't have a defensive midfielder. Our defensive midfielder is Valdir, and whilst I like Valdir, he's just nowhere near as good as Ulrich at all the other stuff. And in a game where I expect us to have the ball a lot, I value far more the technical ability, the vision, the speed, the ability going forward of Lauren over Valdir. Now, is that a mistake? But maybe. Yeah, if we lose this game, I will hold up my hands and say, I'm sorry, I should have played Valdir, and Valdir will play the next run of games. And I'll apologise profusely in the comments and in tomorrow's video. But we are, of course, hoping it won't come to that, because Leeds United are in 18th. We took them on at the start of the year when they didn't have a manager, and we won that game 4-3. I'm hoping we can get another win here. In terms of team news, this is the team that we're going to go with. We are still not really at 100%. Fofana is still at AFCON, which is annoying. You can see here McIntosh coming back from his injury, only recommended to play 75 minutes. Of course, he played the entirety of the previous game. The reality is that we are just light at right back with Fofana away, and McIntosh kind of just has to play. There is no alternative. There was a temptation, I suppose, to drop Henier in this game. Of course, we've got loads of talent at centre mid, but ultimately he got man of the match against Chelsea, so I feel like he's earned his right to continue playing. And whilst De Silva didn't exactly cover himself in glory, when he plays well, we win matches. So if De Silva can start playing well and play as well as he has been training, where you can see he just continues to improve, I'm optimistic that we can actually get a result here. So we are going to see how we get on taking on this Leeds United team. Charlier, who's just joined the team, has the same preferred number as Santiago. So he gets the number 8 shirt that Santiago left, and I've just realised we don't need to be on 2D anymore. TV camera, lowest height, max zoom, I'm good to go. Let's get a win. I was really hoping that with the change in system, there would be a fireworks display of attacking options and attacking movement and goals and stuff. We've not seen that in the first 20 minutes, but maybe the fireworks show is about to start now because we have the ball at the edge of the box. We are committing men forward. We have attacking talent. That is what we need to lean into. And we have McIntosh on the overlap, giving it to Henier, puts it in, and Carlier, for a second, I thought was about to get off to the perfect start. The Belgian Prince, he can't be the Belgian Prince. We have the Peruvian Prince, the Belgian Beast. The word beast is a bit 2007, isn't it? You know what? Henier is very 2007. He's a retro footballer in this Football Manager universe now. He's like a dinosaur. He's the wrong side of 30. He's in our team, but he's showing up and turning up at the right moment, at the right time. That's why he's in at centre mid today. He gives us the lead. And look, breathe a sigh of relief. It's going to be fine. We're getting 3 points. I can feel it. Or maybe that feeling really is just delusion kicking in. Either way, let's try and get a second. Let's ease my nerves as Henier has the ball, gives it to De Silva. Had an awful game last time out. Can he turn things around here? No, he's forgotten the ball existed and then been tackled. But we do still have possession, and it's back to De Silva, who's one-on-one. He goes round the goalkeeper. He slots it away. Lorenzo Forti, give that man a coconut. That was a mental assist by the left-back. The vision to see this ball from deep is sensational. Tullio nods it down. Forti, he's not great defensively, but he is great at picking out a pass. That was on his weaker foot. De Silva rounds the keeper. 2-0 inside the first 35 minutes. Maybe 4-2-3-1 is the future. Maybe I should have not changed anything tactically when we got promoted. I felt like the defensive midfielder was needed, but maybe just playing attacking football is what we should do here at Crystal Palace. Maybe defending and defensive football is just a myth. I mean, it's been a myth for the last month or so. We haven't been able to defend anything, but I don't want to get carried away. At half-time, we're 2-0 up. We look like we might get a win. Okay, 10 minutes already gone in this second half. I had a nice positive chat with the players at halftime, just positive reinforcement, told them they were all beautiful, and maybe Middleby is going to be beautiful. He is. I hope the voting committee who voted him under 21 World Player of the Year are here now. That's why he should win the award, the number 10. I don't know why I'm saying all of this like he's campaigning for it. He's already won the award. He doesn't need to impress anyone. But he's impressed me there with that finish. We make it 3-0 against Leeds United. Carlier with the assist. Welcome to the club. I was about to say that's why we spent all the money, but I'm going to be honest, we spent 52 million on him. Probably expect more than a singular assist, but it's a good starting point for a player who only landed in England from Belgium a few days ago. He's new in the country. He's probably not even got a house yet, but I'll tell you what he has got. He's got a Premier League assist also. While I'm getting carried away, probably should make some subs. It's the 75th minute. Okay, so double change scheduled. We're going to bring in Severin out on the right-hand side, and we're also going to bring in Valdir at centre mid, just to get a bit more defensiveness done, because I was about to say we might need it. We definitely need it now. It's 3-1. Leeds United, they've pegged us back with 1. There's still 15 minutes left here. I don't feel safe. I feel like last year I would have felt complete confidence still in this situation. I do not feel that confidence anymore. We have not looked amazing. This scares me. Severin, on off the bench you come. European Golden Boy, bail us out. Of course, I say bail us out. We are winning this game, mind you, and we are on the attack here. Valdir back into the team to Carlier. Back to Valdir. Number 6, 40. Baller quality. Henier. Middleby. Oh, it would have been a beautiful, beautiful goal. It's headed the wrong side of the post. Chance to make it 4-1 and probably put it beyond doubt. Goes a begging. There might be another opportunity here, though, because Henier has the ball. Gives it back to Omar Bamidele, whose name, as you can tell, I've absolutely nailed now. Probably still saying it incorrectly, but I'm trying, everyone. I'm trying really hard, just like our defence are trying really hard to stop Leeds United here. They're bearing down on goal. Ruiz, I don't know what he's doing in goal. What I do know is we've got it away from danger for now. Oh, we've now got a corner to deal with. Paulinho, Kevin heads over. Kevin gave away a penalty at the start of the year. I remember Kevin. Good lad, Kevin. He has now stopped pushing players on corners. So really glad to see he's reformed and learnt the error of his ways, just like we feel like we've learnt the error of our ways as of the last couple of games here. We are knocking the ball around. That's all that can really be said. We're now giving away the ball in not a great area, but Valdir puts in a tackle. It's still with Paulinho. Tavares with the ball. Valdir reads the ball like a book, and then Kevin. I can't believe what's just happened. You know what? Maybe Kevin hasn't learned the error of his ways. He gave away a penalty last time we played them. I kind of want to sign Kevin. He seems like a little bit of a rascal. I say that. He's just two-footed one of my players. Don't tell the man he's two-footed that I'm a fan of Kevin. But Kevin might just turn into a recurring hero of Park to... I can't believe what's just happened. I mean, he's been sent off. Leeds are down a man. We've won a game of football, everyone. Hallelujah. Thank you, football manager gods. So a fairly important win for us there. Elsewhere, things have gone our way. Fulham got a win 1-0. Norwich got a win 1-0. It's not really the Fulham and Norwich side of things that are important. Manchester United and Newcastle both didn't win. They both had sendings off. And with that result, we go ahead of Manchester United. We go into 6th. Yes, we've played a few more games than a few of the teams above us. But look, we've got to be in it to win it. And having now navigated what, let's be honest, has been a tough run of games, I'm now looking at our upcoming fixtures. I'm looking at the likes of Fulham, who are bottom, West Ham in 11th. Yes, there is a Manchester United game hiding away here. But I don't know, Brentford, Forest, Southampton, Leicester, Burnley. Burnley will be 9th, actually. But a lot of these teams are against more mid-table opposition. We've got 4 points from 2 games today. Maybe times are changing. Tullio picked up man of the match, by the way. Well, I'm playing Marco Tullio. He does not get the credit he deserves. A player who has been here a few years and actually has improved a lot as a footballer, even in very recent times. You can see here his overall development, especially with his physicals, has been rather impressive since he joined the club a little while ago. At 21 years old, I think he could be a mainstay of the first team. Anyway, folks, we are going to wrap things up here for today. I feel like today's commentary was a little bit hyper and a little bit giddy. I hope you enjoyed the energy. Maybe it will inspire you to approach a brand new week with zest and gusto. Great words for a Monday. Anyway, we're going to wrap things up there. Folks, I'll see you on Tuesday for more. If you're watching this video and it's not a Monday, then you're binge watching. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the binge. Shout out to the binge watchers. If you're a binge watcher, just write binge in the comments now. If you write binge the day this video went up, no, you're lying. So don't do that. I'm going to leave you guys with the beautiful sight of Kevin. Look at that smiley face. Ain't he a happy, clappy chappy? I think I love him. Anyway, I'll see you again tomorrow for more. Thank you for watching, folks. It is me, Jack. This has been Part to Prem, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.